Hello, fellow alchemists. Welcome back. We are going to start a new series, which is all about how to use OBAN. Maybe I say it wrong, but this is how I'm going to call it, is OBAN. And in our first video, I'm going to show you guys how to set it up because it is a little bit different. Now, OBAN is a job scheduling library. They have quite a few different ways you can schedule jobs. They have a cron style, so you can set up a kind of schedule. You can also customize when something's sent out. And actually, I believe you can also cancel jobs and so forth. It's quite fully featured. And so in our first video, I'm going to show you how to set up OBAN because, like I said, it is a little bit different. Now, the first step, of course, is we need to go to our project. So this is just a very brand new Phoenix project. And I'm just going to add OBAN. At the time of this tutorial, OBAN is at 120. So I'm going to specify 120. So at least that version. And now I want to do mix deps git. There we go. Now, OBAN is quite different in other libraries because it is backed by the Postgres database, and so we need to actually generate a migration so that the jobs are actually stored. Mix ectogen migration, and I'm going to use add jobs table. Go to my migration file, and you'll see over here what gets added, which is nothing, because we actually need to pull in the migrations from OBAN itself, and we don't need to use the change. We need to actually generate an up and a down. So within our up migration, we need to use oban.migrations.up. And within our down, we use oban.migrations down and specify that it's version 1. And then now we just run our mix ecto migrate. And I didn't even create my database yet, so we can just run mix ecto setup. This will do the creation and the migration. So you see all the migrations have happened. And now finally we need to actually set up OBAN ourselves, so I'm going to go to the config file. Now within my config file, I'm going to specify that for my app, which is called OBAN tutorial, and for OBAN, I want to set up that my repo is going to be the name of my repo here, and that is the OBAN tutorial repo. And I'm going to set up some queues, but in this case, I'm just going to set up one queue, which is default 10. I'm not going to set up any other queues for right now. And then finally, because this is like a worker in the background, we have to actually add it to our supervision tree. So we go to my tutorial application, and we just start at the end. And so we just need to add OBAN itself. And then I'm just going to follow, using this function over here, the OBAN config. You'll see why in a moment. And then we need to specify OBAN config function. Sorry, I also need to add a comma over here. And so here's some configuration for us. Let me just run my format. So we need our options, which we just set up from our application config. So application.git, git end. And then we can actually, if you ever start the app using IEX, we can actually turn off the cron jobs and the queues, so we don't really need those running when we use IEX. So we can use this little snippet over here. Ensure loaded IEX and IEX started. So if IEX is actually running, then we'll want to turn off the cron tab, which is just turning off the scheduled jobs. And turn off the queues. Otherwise, just return the options. So that's it. That's how you can set up OBAN. It's pretty straightforward. This is Alan from Plangora. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks. Bye. Hi. Please feel free to ask us any questions about Elixir, Flutter, or anything else in programming. Here's our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We'll answer your questions every Friday. Ya Mantai Ge Duck Man All. Yo Wenti Ji Da Wen Wo